Hello everyone. So in this session we will make a silencer of a bike and will emit smoke from it. So let's continue. I will go to the front and will just drag a cylinder and will just drag it. So as you can see, this is a cylinder, so we'll just form a simple silencer, and you can also use our model. So how we can achieve it, let's see. So I will go to the channel box, and here we have the input. So go to poly cylinder 1, will decrease the axis by 8. Okay, and we need cap, which is 2, and height we need at least 3. Okay, so now as you can see, we go to face. Our soft selection is on, so press B to end this. By holding shift you can select the faces and we'll delete it. And one more thing we have to do, right click, go to edge, double click, and now press R to scale it. Okay, as you can see, scale it, control Z, sorry. So we'll just scale. And one more thing we have to do, what else we needed is to select these faces. Okay, and select this one also. Move it here. Okay, and now we'll just go to vertex, select this part, just synchronize the size, and just select this part, move it somehow here, and just select this and just move it here. Okay, that would be our silencer. And if I press 3, it's going like this. So what I will do, in mesh tool you found the insert edge loop tool, so we'll insert some of the edges to avoid the smoothness. And if you press 3, that would be fine. So you can also use your own model. So I will just eject the smoke from here. So now what I will do, we'll go to press 1 and put it somehow here. Now in top you have to go to the dynamics tab. We are not using nucleus dynamics, we are using dynamics. When we are going to dynamics tab, so in dynamics tab you have fluid effects. So I will just go to fluid effects, and here you have the create 3D container with emitter. So I need the emitter, so I will just click over here, and now as you can see, a new box has formed with the emitter. Okay, so I will just delete this once again and just go to the fluid effect and create 3D emitter. Now I will just rotate this. As you can see, we are rotating in X direction, so I will just -90 and just enter it. Now I will just move it here and just move it here. So you can see I'm moving here and just move it here. Now I will just select the emitter and this particular part, and we'll just put it somehow here. Okay, so I will just put somehow here, and so I will select this and just move forward. No problem, we'll keep it here and we'll just move it laterwards. So now what I will do, as you can see, we will just off the grid and just make this to 300. So we will increase or decrease the according to our need. Now I will just select the container, only the container. Okay, I will select the container. I will go to the attribute editor, and in attribute editor, if I just drag this, I will have a little bit of space. So by selecting the container in the attribute editor, you have fluid shape. 2 is because we have just deleted the first one and just make the another one. That's why it's returning the 2. Okay, so now we have the container properties. In container properties, which we have base resolution, which is 10. So I will increase this with 40. So it will add some more details in your smoke. Okay, so now what else we have to do, we will just reposition it laterwards, and after that we have the auto resize. So I will check the auto resize, it will automatically resize the smoke. And after that we have auto resize threshold, so which is 0.10. So we need so much more decreased value, so I will just put 0.0002. Okay, now we have the density, and in density is basically inside the content details. If you go to the content details, you found the density. So panels have the sub panels, and as you can see, content details have all the things here. So as you can see, density, velocity, turbo, buoyance, temperature, fluid, color, all the things are situated in the content details. Now in content details, we have density. In density, we will just increase the buoyancy. As you can see, if I just increase this, the smoke is forming at the front. Okay, so as you can see, the smoke is going at the front. So I will just increase the buoyancy by little bit. Okay, fine. And dissipation will just increase this little bit, not so high. This would be fine. And diffusion, so it will add some random movement into it and add some random jiggleness also. So okay, I will just off this. And in one more thing we have to do. So if you need the bounding box, you can just go to the bounding draw, and you can just off it and on it as you required. So if you just go to none, it will just hide, but I need it, so I will just put it here. Okay, so now what else we have required? Just off this all. Okay, if you found the sub panels, it will just highlight in this color, darker color, and click, and here you found this particular sub panels, which is all came inside. So we'll go to the density, and in density we have the diffusion. So as we have increased this, now as you can see, if I go to front and just go, so I need so much more detailed. So what I will do, I will just go to the diffusion and just decrease this value. Okay, and after that we have the, so I will just increase this more. As you can see, it's affecting quite well. And okay, so now we have velocity. This is basically for speed and all. So we have swirl, so it will just add some random movement also, and just put it like this and just have a look. As you can see, it's just forming some swirl effect. If we increase the volume, what happens? Let's have a check. If I increase the value by 10, see what happens. As you can see, it's forming the smoke quite well. So I will just decrease it by 4 and will move here and just have a look. So like this way. Okay, you can increase the size of the smoke, and also you have to just experiment over the panels one by one. You can have the idea, because if you do the practice, you know the each and every process step by step, and after that you can do it quite well. Okay, so now we have the one more thing. So we have done it, and after that we'll go to the one more thing, turbulence. Okay, turbulence. In turbulence we have strength, so we'll just increase this little bit and let's have a look. So if you increase this, what happens? See, it's just forming in this. If I decrease this, it will go. Okay, so I will increase this little bit, and after that, okay, so now after having turbulence, you have strength and speed also. So we'll increase the speed. What happens? And now we'll go into shading, and here you have the panel, like all the things. So if I just go forward, Okay, now what I will get all the detail features inside the shading tab. So at first, if you need to transparent, you can transparent quite well. Glow intensity, if you need to glow the intensity, you can glow it. And okay, now we'll go to the color tab, and you can click over here and just change the color. Click and just change the color. So I will change it to dark black, especially the black, and you can just click here to just enlarge this particular view. Just click here. We are in lighting tab. So in lighting tab we have shelf shadow. After that, what I will do, you have the color input, so I will just put X Y. Let's see. Okay, it's working quite well. If you go to Z, no, I will put just Y and just flip this color like this. You can just flip this color, and also just flip this color, so you have a darker tone which is forming. After that, the reddish tone. Okay, like this way you can work quite well, as you can see here. And you have the input bias, you can increase the input bias. So as you can see, it's working quite well, and also the temperature is glowing. As if you need to just off the color and just put in another color, you can do it well. You have the full freedom to do it. And so
Hope you understand the same. Let's meet to the next session.